What's going on, guys? JB Lion back for another video. New location unlocked. This is my hotel where I'm staying to do my work training. But I thought I'd bring you guys a video from the games the other day. So you had Inter Milan versus Parma, and then you had Chelsea versus Brentford. So we'll get into the Milan game first. So yeah, let's get into this. So Milan basically threw it away, really, which is very unlike them, but they threw it away in the case of they went 2-0 up and they looked extremely dominant throughout the game, extremely dominant over Parma, and I think most people just assumed they'd run away with it and, you know, just basically push on and be like amazing as they are. But they just didn't. So it was just a case of, yeah, Parma basically brought it back with 2 deserved goals. They could have potentially gone on to win it, to be fair, but they just didn't go on and win it, and Inter managed to keep it and salvage the points. Obviously still top of the table, so I guess that's quite a good thing, but I think Inter really got to look at themselves there and say that is a couple of points missed massively there. In terms of the title race, they've got to be doing better, and especially on the day that I'm recording this, Inter are in Champions League against Bayern Munich. So you know, maybe they had one eye on that, but it's still no excuse. They've got to be fully focused on the game that they have in hand, and they just wasn't against Parma. Like I said, potentially Inzaghi's looking at the game against Bayern Munich and, you know, look at stuff like that. But in this sort of season, when you're at top of the table, you kind of have to, you know, do your best to weigh it up. And I understand that, you know, it must be hard for Inzaghi to be able to balance both things, to be able to progress in the Champions League, but also win their league. It's, you know, it's incredibly hard to balance both. And I guess Inter kind of want to win the Champions League because they haven't won it in a long while. And in my opinion, they should have beat Man City a few years ago if Lukaku could hit a barn door. But yeah, it was just a bit of an unfortunate game for Inter, really. Like I said, should definitely capitalise on Parma being 2-0 up and looking so cruise control. But I guess that's where complacency sets in. And obviously, a team like Parma, they're a bit of a tricky customer anyway. So I guess in that case, yeah, they should have just done better. But let's get into the other game, which was Chelsea versus Brentford. Where do I even start, really? Chelsea are very lucky to at least come away with a point. You know, Brentford, as I was talking to a few friends before the game, Brentford are just one of those tricky sides who can actually just turn up and just destroy you, or they'll catch you on the counter, and they're just very good at that. But that whole game, Brentford were just all over us. We had little to no chances, really. Like I said, Brentford should have probably won it on the face of it. I think there's a chance right at the end, which was Vandenberg, I want to say. He basically had a clear header to himself and just completely flubbed it. So yeah, I just think Brentford were just way better than us on that game. Chelsea really do need to improve. You know, like I said, we're very lucky to get a draw, but our away form this season has been absolutely horrendous. So it's just a case of we need to pick it up and sort ourselves out pretty much and try and get a better away performance. So yeah, overall, very bad game. You know, Sanchez, he saved us quite a few times that game, so I'll give him that. But yeah, I think obviously Maresca needs to try and look at getting some consistency now. Obviously, it's good getting points and wins here and there, but we need it consistently if we want to be properly challenging for stuff next season, should we say. And hopefully, if we can get in the Champions League, we need to improve drastically. I know obviously a lot of people are saying we don't have a main striker, so that kind of hinders us, but, you know, we shouldn't be excusing ourselves. We should be saying we got to be doing better. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Sorry it's a little bit late. Like I said, Inter play tonight, Chelsea play tomorrow night, so you will get a review on Friday. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all the comments and stuff like that. I saw some comments saying that I should review England games, so I'll definitely be doing that in the future. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you do like the content, please hit the sub, hit the like button, and hit the bell notification so you know when I do upload. But yeah, I've been JB Lion. Thanks to all the dudes, dudettes, and everyone else out there. I'll see you dudes, dudettes, and everyone else in the next video. Ciao, ciao, bye.